Hi, welcome to the Animals Naturally podcast with me, Suzanne. I've kept animals all my life and have been interested in complementary therapies for animals for decades, especially when I got my horse Tara around 30 years ago, who had some ailments for which a holistic approach was a huge help. So I founded my Taranet website at taranet.co.uk, which is an independent source of help to anyone wanting to know more about how holistic approaches can make a difference to animal health. In this episode, learn more about equine tendon injuries and how to help holistically. If you keep or ride horses, you're probably aware of at least one horse who's experienced a tendon injury, because they're an injury that is common not only amongst competition horses, such as race horses or eventers, but also leisure horses, and even horses who don't get ridden and are in the field grazing, or even in the stable comes to that. Tendon injuries can happen to horses at any age. Although a tendon injury can be extremely serious, causing lameness and pain, with the appropriate treatment and time, prolonged rest from work is usually vital. Many animals can recover well. So how will you know if a tendon is injured? The horse's leg may be hot, swollen, painful and show lameness. However, symptoms will vary and they may not all be present. If you're concerned at all that your horse may have a tendon injury, then always contact your veterinary surgeon for advice. Getting an early diagnosis could help prevent further injury. Ultrasound and MRI scanners are helpful diagnostic tools that your vet may use to determine the extent of a tendon injury. Thermography can also be used to assist as well. So how would you treat a tendon injury? Well, as with so many injuries, establishing what the injury is at the earliest stage as possible is important. If the tendon injury isn't correctly diagnosed, then inappropriate exercise or treatment could take place, which would make the injury worse, or certainly mean that it would take longer to recover. Your vet will advise on the best treatment for your horse, and generally it's not unusual for a tendon injury to take around a year or so to completely recover. A carefully planned and controlled exercise regime is important for the long-term rehabilitation of your horse. Whilst rest is important and overexertion should be avoided, once the injury is stabilised, careful exercise can help strengthen the affected area. Your vet will be able to advise on this. And this is something where a qualified holistic practitioner, such as a physiotherapist, could help. Which leads me on to how can complementary therapies be used to help with equine tendon injuries? Well, as I've mentioned, whilst time is one of the best healers for tendon injuries, there are a variety of complementary therapies that your veterinary surgeon may recommend as being useful to try to help the tendon to recover most effectively. Acupuncture. Veterinary acupuncture is often used to help treat lameness and pain, including that caused by a tendon injury. There are many veterinary surgeons who have completed specialist training to help animals through the use of acupuncture and are members of either the Association of British Veterinary Acupuncturists or one of the international associations of veterinary acupuncture practitioners as well. Acupuncture works on the principle of meridians and that there's energy lines throughout the body, and if the body's out of balance, then the energy lines are blocked or deficient in some way. And the use of thin sterile needles at appropriate acupuncture points will help rebalance and redirect the energy and balance the body. Acupuncture has been used for thousands of years, and it's certainly something that can have brilliant results if it's used appropriately. Secondly, animal aromatics or zoopharmacognosy is another way to help with tendon injuries. There are some essential oils, such as lemongrass, which may help tendon injuries as they're thought to help to reduce swelling and also help the connective tissue to repair itself. Given the potentially powerful effects, it's always recommended to at least initially to have a consultation with a fully qualified practitioner. For example, not all essential oils should be used on or near to open wounds or skin that is damaged. Chiropractic is another brilliant complementary therapy to help with tendon injuries. If the horse has a tendon injury, then they can experience fatigue and soreness from compensating for the injury. So chiropractic can help the horse with their rehabilitation and well-being. There are many herbal products that can also help. Aloe vera, a good quality aloe vera supplement or skincare lotion may help to relieve strains and soreness. I do also sell of the Forever Living range of aloe vera products, and I do recommend them. I've used them for over 20 years and they are brilliant. So do let me know if it's something you'd be interested in. Arnica is another product that is fantastic. It's also can be used as homeopathy, but it's used as a herb as well, and it can help not only with bruising but also strains. Comfrey is another herb that's brilliant to help to relieve strains, and witch hazel, it can help to relieve soreness. They're just some of the herbal products that can help. Again, there are many veterinary surgeons around the world, including in the UK and many other countries, who are knowledgeable and use herbal products and a holistic approach. So you can find a veterinary surgeon who'll be able to advise you further on this as well if there's something you're interested in. Homeopathy. There are many homeopathic remedies that can potentially help, from arnica, as I've mentioned, to ruta. However, the best one for your horse will depend specifically on the individual and the extent of his or her injury. A specialist homeopathic veterinary surgeon will be able to assist you. So there are many veterinary surgeons who've actually completed further training in homeopathy and use it as part of their integrated practice. If you would like to find a homeopathic veterinary surgeon for your horse, then do let me know. If you can't find one yourself, I'm happy to try and assist you. Please email me via my website at taranet.co.uk. Hydrotherapy is another brilliant, easy, become far easier to find complementary therapy. Cold hosing, anyone can potentially do that yourself. It's often considered it's really important at the early stages of an injury. But other types of hydrotherapy can help with recovery, such as hydrotherapy swimming, hydrotherapy pools. So the benefit of going to a hydrotherapy pool or an aqua spa is that then your horse is getting the treatment in a controlled situation. Obviously, you can go to a river or the sea potentially if it's safe to do so, but it's not necessarily going to be done under the same controlled conditions. But again, do check on the qualifications of the people who are using who are running the hydrotherapy facility. There are specialist training that people can undertake, and obviously, of course, hydrotherapy pools at some leading veterinary rehabilitation centres. So your veterinary surgeon will be able to advise you further. But certainly, cold hosing is something anyone can do potentially themselves in your own stable yard. Laser therapy. Well, that cold laser therapy or low level laser therapy can be used to help promote healing of many ailments, including tendon injuries. When it's applied correctly, it can be very effective. And many vets and other professionally trained therapists do now use laser therapy as part of their treatment. It really can be transformational. Magnetotherapy, so magnetic boots can be worn by horses, which are thought to promote healing and may assist with recovery from tendon injuries. You can also get magnetic rugs as well. Massage. There are many equine sports massage therapists around the world who can help a horse with its general recovery from many ailments, including tendon injuries. It just can also help with maintaining muscle strength and suppleness, particularly if your horse is under restricted exercise, can't do the things the horse would normally do, might be on box rest, might be only able to do limited amount of exercise. It can really affect horses' well-being. Massage can help generally with making the horse feel happier and healthier, as well as maintaining muscle tone and condition, which is vital. Physiotherapy, as I mentioned a short while ago, physiotherapy is a brilliant therapy to help with tendon injuries. A physiotherapist will use a variety of techniques from manipulation, massage, electrotherapy, such as ultrasound laser, to exercise therapy, and can help with muscular pain injuries. So it's certainly something that would be worth looking into as well. There are many other methods you can help your horse with. So farriery is a basic thing. Obviously, our horses need to have their feet trimmed every few weeks. Correct trimming and the use of special shoes or even the removal of shoes if required, can assist in the rehabilitation of a horse with tendon injuries. Your vet and farrier, by working together, will be able to recommend the best approach to your horse's foot care if he or she has a tendon injury. Good foot care is all part of an integrated approach to caring for your horse's health. Hyaluronic acid, when injected either around the tendon or intravenously, is thought to have an anti-inflammatory effect. Shockwave therapy. This must be done at a low dose to avoid causing more serious damage. However, if carefully used, this non-invasive therapy is thought to assist with pain relief and healing. And another therapy that's gained more being commonly used over recent years is stem cell therapy. It has also been linked with other therapies such as laser therapy and acupuncture, which some vets believe may help promote stem cell activity. The Royal Veterinary College in the UK have also conducted research which demonstrated an improvement to national hunt racehorses when they were treated with stem cell therapy. However, it's not known whether this equally applies to other horses with similar injuries. Again, your veterinary surgeon will be able to help provide further advice on that. So as you can tell, there are many different types of complementary therapies and holistic approaches that you can take to help your horse with a tendon injury, an equine tendon injury. So the severity of your horse's tendon injury will make a difference as to what therapy will work best. And with any medicine, whether it's complementary or more conventional drug, it's going to vary on the individual horse. So what may have worked for one horse won't necessarily work for yours. And that would be for a variety of reasons, the environment, the type of the injury as well. As with all complementary therapies, do seek the advice of your vet first before using any. A therapist would always need your vet's permission anyway before treating your animal, and regular liaison between the two professionals can often bring the best results for your animal's health. So I hope that's given you some inspiration as to how you can help your horse who has a tendon injury. As you've heard, there are many different types of therapies that can potentially be used alongside other techniques. Obviously, a horse has got a tendon injury, it is going to take time to recover. There's no instant fixes. But if we can help our horse to recover as quick as possible, as happily as possible, and to be as strong as possible when they are recovered, that is going to be so much the better for their long-term happiness and well-being. If you've got any questions on complementary therapies for animals, then do visit my website at taranet.co.uk, where you'll find lots of independent free information on how to help your animal, including links also to my doTERRA essential oils online shop and my aloe vera online shop as well, plus training and education information. And there's also many other episodes of this Animals Naturally podcast where you can find lots more tips and ideas on how to help your animal more holistically. And please do share this podcast with anyone you know who would find it helpful. The more we can spread awareness of the benefits of complementary therapies for animals, then that would be fantastic. So thank you for listening, and until next time, goodbye.